everyone, it is Toby here, back for another video. Today we are going to be doing a chest pressing session, so my second pressing session of the week, which isn't overhead focused, it's chest focused. So at the minute my goals have aligned that I want to do more bench and get my bench up, because I've got no competitions coming up or anything in strongman, so I want to get a good bench, you know. So usually this would be like my second events day where I do like any of the pressing focused stuff, you know. But we're doing bench, and I've done it in the last couple of videos as well, but it is just after Christmas, so I've got some new toys to play with in the gym. I've got these new Pixel Buds, which make listening to music a lot better than my crappy broken old headphones, which is good, and we have been spoiled rotten. I have been gifted all new Cerberus elbow and knee sleeves, the extreme like 7 and 9mm ones, you know, the ones the top level strongmen use, the bright red ones. They're brilliant. I've used them for a couple of sessions already because I trained on Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Today is the 27th, so I've actually already done a review of those as well. If you want to check that out, that is up in the cards. Yeah, if you want to check that out, please go do that. But today we are doing chest as I explained already. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the session plan. Before I jump into the session plan, I want to mention a couple of things. The lighting in here is not as good as usual because this light bulb is missing, because I absolutely exploded it and smashed it, because obviously I'm quite tall, I can reach the ceiling, and I was carrying a bar and I smashed the light bulb into a million pieces, and we haven't got a replacement yet, so the lighting's a bit off. I do apologise about that. And obviously these new Pixel Buds, they have a microphone on them, so the audio should actually sound a little different than it does usually, because usually I'm either using my old crappy headphone mic or my phone mic. So hopefully this audio sounds pretty good. I'm going to test it out and see if whether they are good and should be used for the videos, or whether I should just use them for the music. But without further ado, let's jump straight in to the session plan. So as usual with these programs, they're set out in a certain way that I like. And quickly before I will mention that I've actually started selling programs over on Instagram, so please be sure to follow that in the link in the description and hit me up in the DMs if you want to buy any of my programs. But today what we're going to be doing is we're going to hit a top set of about 5 close grip bench press, so really working those triceps, working that pressing power from the arms rather than the chest, because obviously that transfers over brilliantly to overhead, log press, axe press, all that sort of stuff. So try and hit a heavy set of 5 close grip bench. I'm going to try and hit 100 kilo for 5. I've only ever done it for 3 on the close grip, so it'll be nice to get a PR in that. Then we're going to drop the weight down, do some back off sets, and then follow that up with my normal grip bench press for 8 sets of 3, which is going to be a lighter weight but with a 2-second eccentric down. So it's going to be slow and controlled down to the chest, then explode off of it to work that pop off the chest, work that sticking point. And yeah, 8 sets of 3 to really hammer in that technique and that form. And then we're going to hit some incline dumbbell press, 3 heavy sets of 6, work up to a weight. There's no weight set in stone for that either. And then we've got 2 optional exercises. Now these don't mean that I can't do them, they mean I get to choose which accessories I'd like to do. So whether I want to do some tricep work, some more chest work, that sort of thing. And what I'm going to do for that is, for one of them, I'm going to be doing skull crushers with my easy curl bar, which always really seem to work the triceps very, very well. And then I'm going to decide between another chest or a tricep exercise when we get to it. I haven't quite figured that out. I'm going to base it off of how toasted each body part feels, and then we're going to finish off with a bodyweight finisher, which is going to be dips, 3 sets of max dips to failure, and see how it goes. So without further ado, let's jump into the close grip bench press and see what we can work up to. So there you have it. We got 5. Very, very happy. Obviously, I've only ever got 3 before on close grip bench, and then also I've only ever got 4 on normal grip bench with 100 kilos. So to get 5 close grip bench is absolutely amazing. It means next time I do normal grip on the bench, it'll be absolutely amazing. It'll be so much better. And yeah, that's such a good thing, because obviously I've got these new sleeves now, and I can tell you something now. I said this in the review. They make such a difference to the pop from the bottom of the lift, whether it be the bottom of a squat with the knee sleeves, or the chest for a bench, or the chest again for an overhead. It just makes such a difference, and you can really see that in that set there. There's no sticking point. I'm grinding through every rep because it gets me that pop off the chest that I need. So yeah, big shout out to Cerberus. These are sick. But anyway, now I'm going to do some back off sets, drop down to 80 kilo, do a couple more sets of 5. I'm not going to show them. And then we'll move on to the normal grip bench press with the eccentric and the form and all that. All right, so with these, I like to do obviously the normal grip bench, and I lower the weight down 60% of my 1 rep max. It's what we have on the bar. And then yeah, we're doing 8 sets of 3, minimal rest time. So if you've got a training partner, you should only rest the time it takes for them to do their set, and just go back and forth, back and forth. If you're training on your own like I am today, then just rest like 30, 40, 50 seconds. No more than 1.5 minutes at absolute maximum. And just do, yeah, 8 sets, 3 reps. Control the eccentric down so you really feel the groove and the bench pattern, the bar path. Then explode off the chest back up, really building that, pop off the chest, blasting through that sticking point. And it trains all the fast twitch muscle fibers. I really went Mike Tyson-y there and deadlift. But yeah, so what I like to do is I like to do 8 sets of 3 of the main movement when I start with a variation. So I do this with all the movements. But for bench, I like to just slow it down, control the eccentric, explode back up, and it teaches me to keep a good bar path. It teaches me to explode off the chest, and it teaches me to keep the proper form. I'm no power lifter. I don't need to pause on the chest. I don't need to really get a massive arch. Obviously an arch and leg drive, and that really helps anyway, but I'm not too worried about getting that precision technique. I'm more worried about brute power, brute force, because obviously bench is not a thing that strongmen do very often, if at all. I'm only doing it to be able to say to people, I've benched this, I've benched that, because even though I squat and deadlift over 200 kilos, people always ask for your bench, and my bench is the same as most gym bros who only bench. So I want to get my bench up a bit so I can impress the people who don't know what they're on about. But anyway, yeah, that is basically why I do this, why I do 8 sets of 3 controlled explode up. You would have seen videos over the top of this showing the sets that I've done. But now we've done 8 sets of that, let's move on to the incline dumbbells. Okay, so with the incline dumbbell, I actually nabbed this off of Eddie Hall. He does it where he does alternate arms and holds the one at the top. So yeah, he holds one at the top, and then he does alternate arms. So I just like to do 6 reps on each arm, which yeah, is a nice amount. That's just my warm-up weight. And yeah, once I get a bit heavier, it's a lot harder, but it really improves the core stability and the individual strength of each of the triceps. And it really fires your obliques, because obviously you're switching back and forth, trying to hold one at the top. And it's just a really, really good exercise, and I love doing it to finish off my chest and triceps after I do both my bench variations, get some unilateral work in, stability work, that sort of thing. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the top sets. Okay, so you can see me adjusting on that last set there with the right arm, and that is because my wrist felt a bit funny. I must have got out of position or something, but once I readjusted at the top there, after a couple reps, it was fine, so that's good. Worked up to a bit heavier than I've done before on the incline dumbbell there, using 29s. The dumbbell handles I've got are weird, and they're like 6.5 empty, so the jumps are a little different than a normal set of dumbbells. But yeah, 29s, happy with that. I've only ever done 26.5s, I think, something like that. So yeah, very happy with those. That's gone well, but my triceps are killing me now, and I think we'll end with skull crushers just before the dips, so won't do them just yet. But the next exercise I'm going to do is barbell crawlers. Snapped these off of Brian Olsrue. Absolutely brutal tricep, forearm, grip, core exercise thing. I'm not the best at them yet. I've got quite a bit to get used to with them. I've done them a couple times though. It's actually setting up this exercise that I blew up the light bulb with, and you'll see why in a minute. But I'll set them up and we'll get them done, and I'll talk about them while I'm doing them. But yeah, they're pretty fun, so we'll move on to that now. So you should be seeing a set on screen now, which is my first set of me doing like 4 reps. And I know it's not the perfect flat plank position. Also, I'm not getting right down to the floor, but you have to remember this is a very, very difficult exercise. So think of it as me doing like less weight. I can't take body weight off. I'm 98 kilos, I'm quite heavy. So yeah, to get into it, I have to do a couple higher reps, as in higher off the ground, not completely flat, just to warm my core up, warm my arms up, and then it gets a bit flatter. But yeah, more I practice them, the better I'll get at them. As I said, I've only done these like twice before, but they're a really insanely good like plank variation, I call them, which is like, yeah, so it's like holding your plank position, but then using your triceps and your forearms to crawl down and back up the bar a couple times. So it really roasts my triceps, my grip, and most importantly, my lower abs. So right at the bottom of my core where the plank really hits massively. So they're a really good exercise to do. I do them to finish off my whole body really after I do a benching session, because my core doesn't get a lot of work on a chest session day. So they're really, really good for that. But yeah, what I'd say is if you can't do them perfectly like I can't, just do them as best as you can, and the more practice you get, the better you'll get at them. I'm getting better and better every time I do them, so yeah, I'm going to do a couple more sets I won't show you, and then we'll move on to skull crushers. Oh, sorry, I jumped ahead a bit and forgot to record the first 2 sets of my skull crushers. I did yeah, 15 reps and 14 reps, so pretty happy with those 2. I'm using a 32 kilo easy bar because the grip feels a lot nicer on my wrists than a barbell. But without further ado, I'll show you my last set. I'm doing all of these to failure, so really pumping up my triceps, finishing them off, giving them some size, working all rep ranges in this workout, which is absolutely ideal for strength training and just general fitness training. So yeah, we'll finish off the skull crushers and then we'll move on to the dip. Final exercise, dips. I don't actually know what my max for dips is, but I do 3 sets to failure, as many as I can. Let's see if I could get a good number. Don't know what is a good number for dips. I was struggling to get 4 or 5 last time, so let's see if I could beat that. I think that was 10. I'm happy with that, that'll be good. Whew, 2 more sets of that. Whew, there we go, finished off dips with a lovely, I think 7 and then 6. So overall, every single set of dips I did, I got more than I did last week. So that's good. That is what we like to see. That is linear progression at its finest. So that is it for my chest exercises, my chest workout, my pressing workout, whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys did enjoy and can learn from what I do. Obviously, a couple exercises I need to work on, especially those barbell crawlers, but we're actually making some progress with the bench for once, which is amazing. So I'm really happy with how today's workout went. As I said, I really hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please be sure to let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you didn't enjoy, also let me know down in the comments as well. And hopefully I can fix what you didn't enjoy. But remember to leave a like on the video because it helps push it and YouTube to put it in the algorithm and all that and push it to other people. Obviously, I'm a very, very small channel. Just want to say, if you didn't catch it in the last video of my review, I just want to say thank you so much for getting me to 200 subscribers on Christmas Day. It was absolutely an amazing Christmas present. So thank you guys for that. And remember, if you have made it this far into the video and you haven't even considered hitting subscribe, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Please hit subscribe. I'm a smaller channel, it helps me out. And I'd love it if we could hit another 200 subscribers this year. So that would be amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I've been Toby and I will see you in the next video.